Hello sunshines, welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I am Heather, known as Bunnyfish all over the internet, and today is Tuesday the 7th of July 2026, and this is the second July vlog. This morning I have been, because of where I'm at with my hormone cycle and stuff, very jumping around on projects and stuff, but incredibly productive. And today has felt like this morning has felt like I don't know, like it kind of an admin day for crafting. So I have several blankets that I'm working on the border on, right? So I've been working a little bit on all of the borders. I have a blanket where I'm attaching a strip. I've worked on attaching that strip a little bit. I had a reusable shopping bag that ripped down one side and the strap broke off in one place. I fixed that this morning. So not a lot of forward progress on projects in a really visual way, but a lot of progress on the parts of projects that normally for me get set aside that I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that today. I've just been like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do some more of this. But what I want to talk to you about is the Mantis. So this is where she's at right now. It's got her whole head done. This is her back, her belly, her two front legs. So I need to make, I think it's 2 wings and 4 smaller legs. Let me check the pattern. Yes, those numbers were right. This is what I have left of the yarn that I pulled out of my stash. So the legs and the wings are all supposed to use this color. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to go buy another ball of this. It's Karen's Simply Soft in pistachio. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to save this for attaching pieces, because I think you crochet the front and the back together, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really read ahead, but I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And I am going to use these 3, but I think I'm going to introduce a different yellow. I don't think I have another green. Let me go double check. Okay, I double checked. I don't have another green to use, but I do have this Karen Simply Soft in the color Sunshine, which is 9755. So all of the places where it was calling for this is my main color, color A. I'm going to use this yellow instead. I think it'll be fine. I'm getting close to the end of the project. This should be finishable by the end of the month because I'm about to start page 8. Although it's going to take me 6 days maybe to do page 8 because I think I'm going to do 1 leg a day instead of trying to make 4 legs in one day, because that would be a half page. I'm not going to do that to myself today. And then page 8.5 through the end of 15 is all instructions on how to put this together. So at some point I am going to have to go to either a craft supply store or a hardware store, because you need a wooden dowel, you need some wire. I might have wire. I have to check, but I might have to get some in order to make this Mantis a standing structure. So it's going to be cool, but it's going to be very labor intensive. Editing Heather here. I meant to say in that part of the video that running out of the yarn was my fault, not the pattern designer's fault. I started with a partial skein of the pistachio color. The pattern designer said to use a full skein. So that was on me. As far as I can tell, the numbers in the pattern are correct. Hello, sunshines. I did swatch again using a size F, which one of you recommended that I go down a hook size, and it's still not going down to an F, still didn't get me to the full square. So I think I'm going to use a G so I can have slightly more drapey, slightly bigger squares. And I am going to do the first and the last row in the main color, which right here is represented in white. Yeah. Because I have this much left of a row, which I didn't cut the yarn, so I could have finished that row, but there's supposed to be another row in this contrast color. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to do the first and last rows in the main color, and then I'll have a little bit of the Rainier Roses yarn, the Advent yarn, left over to put in other scrappy blankets, which actually works out really, really great. So I'm not mad about that at all. Ideally, I'd like to put one row into my bias strip blanket and my nor'easterly. So essentially the amount of yarn I would need for 2 rounds of a sock, I think. Maybe a little more. So good information to have. We are about to go to the beach. So I am going to take this and I'm going to rip this out, and it's going to be a frogging day at the beach because I have a sweater that I made that I want to start ripping out today. Hello, sunshines. It's Tuesday, the 14th of July, and today is supposed to be really, really hot. The actual temperature is supposed to be 100 or maybe 99. Yesterday, the prediction was for 99 or for 100, and this morning it says 99, which means I'm melting already. It's about 75 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning. I will live. I'll be fine. However, we're halfway through the month, and I am not halfway through my projects. So I'm feeling a little stressed about that, which is silly because who cares if I meet my goals or not? Like, they're there so that I can keep on track, kind of, but if I am behind, so what? Today, we are going to the movies. Well, I am going to the movies twice with my littlest, and my oldest is joining us for the second movie, which means I need movie crafting, and I'm going to take my littlest's blanket. I have this much left of my current skein. It's a Karen Simply Soft. To the best of my knowledge, it was a full skein. It came out of my stash. I don't know if that's enough to get me through Moana and My Neighbor Totoro. So I'm also going to pack this yarn, which I don't have a label for. I don't know how much of a skein it is, but my daughter approved and said it was purple and pink and blue enough. So just in case I need to attach another skein, that's what I'm going to bring. All of the crochet is finished for the Mantis, and now I need to assemble. If I follow the plan of one column, so half a page per day of work on the Mantis, I have, I think it was either 11 or 13 more days. So finishable in the time frame. And it's possible I'll do more work than originally anticipated. While I'm in the cinema and nobody else is in the room, here is another project. I am actually more than halfway finished with this. I do have the first sock finished, and I'm on the second sock. And I'm about to finish the part that makes it slanted, so then I'm gonna start slanted stripes in just a moment before the movie starts, and then when the movie starts, obviously, corner to corner. Hey sunshines, it's now Wednesday the 15th. I really thought I was going to check in with you, and then I ran out of time and spoons because yesterday was super hot. Today is supposed to be also very hot, but slightly less hot. I think it's only supposed to get up to 95. Yesterday was over 100. Anyway, here I am on the Fireworks colorway from Mustache Yarns. Not quite halfway, but I'm like, I guess I'm pretty close to halfway, like if you add the two socks together, because I am working on a pattern inspired by a pattern in 52 Weeks of Socks. I will put the name of the pattern on the screen right now. And I've decided that when I do the foot, I'm just going to do the foot plain vanilla, because I wear my shoes to work in my work shoes and I'm on my feet a lot. And I have found that textured socks can start to bother my feet later in the day. So that'll be plain vanilla. I'm really close to where I want to be on the leg because I want to work through this green stripe. So I'm pretty close. I'm on this blue up here. So I have 2 green stripes to go. And then I'm going to put in a contrasting heel. I'm going to use this Knit Pick Stroll in the ash colorway for the heel. And I don't know what I'll do for the toe. We'll see when I get there. But this is not quite halfway through the project, and we are halfway through the month. So that is stressing me out a little bit, but it's okay. For this project, I am more than halfway through. This is 716 Knit 716 Sock in Welcome to Planet Pocket Protector, and this mini is from the contrast heel and toe is from Rainier Roses. It's called Limelight. So I've started the second sock and I am through this section right here, but as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, my tension is a little bit different because this section I had to finish with a little bit of blue stripe here. And so I should have, because I'm using, I've swapped the orientation for the stripes. I should have had a little bit of green on that section, but I didn't. I triple checked my stitch count to see if I had made a different size, and I haven't. So I'm just not going to let it stress me out. It'll be fine. I'll go forward with this next section right here. The chevron section. That's not what it is. Bias section. But that's where I'm at. The sock is really, really cute. I am making this for my best friend, and I am seeing her next week. So in priority of which sock I would rather finish first, it's this one so that I can give her the socks next week. I think that would be good. I have more than a week though to do it, so I'm not like stressing about it. I could bust this sock out in a couple days, so I'm not gonna like pressure myself, but I do want to get this done for her. I think that would be really fun to have them for her. Yeah. So that is in a good place. I am okay with my progress on this project. I have been doing a little bit of work on it every single day, which was my hope. And this first sock will be finished this month, which was my goal. I am just about long enough to start the toe. I haven't checked the pattern. I am going to check the pattern, but I think I'm in the clear to do just a couple straight rounds and then start the toe decreases. So this first sock should be finished tomorrow. I've already done my quota knitting for today, but yeah, that will be exciting. And then I'll cast on the second sock and get into it. It should be good. I'm feeling okay about progress on this because I just wanted to finish the first sock and start the second sock this month. I think I might be doing okay on my spinning goal for the month because I wanted to spin this whole bit of fiber. My cup is looking pretty full already, so I think that I'm doing a good job. I believe I have a picture of this fiber from the first day of Tour de Fleece, so if I do, that was July 4th, I will put that on the screen so we can compare what I had versus what I have. Here, let's do that. So I'm feeling okay about this project. But this is the project that is stressing me out a little bit. This is Cozy Nest per the PDF, or Knitting Raven on Etsy by Nath Nalu, and I am not halfway done with this cross stitch. I will put a picture up in the corner so you can see what that looks like per pattern. Of course, on my first non-kitted cross stitch, went off book a little, and then on the second one I'm like, let me change all the colors. So I didn't change all the colors, but I did change a bunch of them. I will put that down in the description box. And I was waiting to see what I wanted to do color-wise until my boyfriend and I we had an errand date on Sunday. I don't think I told you about that. It was good. We went to Lowe's because he needed something to fix the toilet at his house. And I was like, oh, cool, I need a dowel and wire. And he was like, oh, we should go to Michael's for that. So we went to Michael's, and since we were there, I got the rest of the floss I needed for this cross stitch. And we went to Panera, and it was just so lovely. I love an errand date. But here is where we're at. I have changed colors. But that kind of stopped me because I could have worked with the colors that I had, but I don't know. I just had a mental block. So, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at those little Pete's. Just little Pete's. Yeah, I'm behind on where I want to be on this. This is not 50% done. So it's kind of stressing me out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to, since I've picked it up, I've been working at a pace of about 3 strands a day. So I think if I keep up that pace, 3 strands a day, I should be good. I also haven't finished the cross stitch for my best friend, fully finished it, or the Christmas tree one. So those are still on my list for this month too. But I don't know. I want it to be further. It's fine. The only person who cares is me, right? Today is Thursday the 16th? Yes. Almost positive it's the 16th of July. It doesn't really matter. Hi. Last year, I took a teacher planner that was starts off in July. So it starts off in July and then went through June. And so when the year started, I went halfway back and started filling it out. But last summer, I took the time to go through and redate things. This was from PD back when I actually bought this teacher planner. So I kind of left this, but you can see it's from 2023. And this is from 2023. But I've redated it for this year. Threw in some stickers just so it would be fun. And this is my journal planner for this year. All right, this is a really weird angle, but I have this planner and it's very reflecty. So my first shot had it with the fan blades spinning in it, and I don't want to do that because looking at that gives me a headache. And then, yeah, I tried a couple different angles and none of them were working, so this is an odd angle. I'm sorry. But I have this other planner that I bought for school purposes. I set up 2 months in it and used it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and that's it. So I have all of this space left in here. That was a month that I set up. I have all of this space in here. I am going to have to, well, I'm going to use this for my 2027 journal. Let's start there. I am going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for the months that I don't have, because I have 10 months worth of dates, and then I have weekly planners. Here's a blank one. And I have 49 weekly planners. So what I think I'm going to do is I also have this notes section. So I think I'm going to put my last 2 months and the last 3 weeks in the back of the notebook, because I do want to have those things. I do like to write about my weekly things. And I also, but it'll be kind of nice to have it like in this note section. I don't even know if I'll designate days for it, because that'll be at the end of the year, and we have break for the last week and a half of the year. So that'll actually work out fine to do it that way. And then it does also have a sketch section, so blank pages, which will be cool for like challenges and stuff that I want to do out throughout the year, and then a dot grid section. So like last year, I am going to date it and put washi in it and stickers, and just make it exciting so that like when I turn the page, there will be something new and exciting in it. The reason why I like the monthly spreads and it's not negotiable for me to have them is because, oh, that's sad, I'll have to glue that in. Lux also thinks they're important, is because I track my reading there and like writing quotes and stuff from books that I'm reading. So I need my monthly spreads. So I will have to figure that out. But yeah, that's where we're at. Hello, sunshines. Happy Tuesday, the 21st. Today, Andrew and my oldest kiddo are, are going to see the Odyssey. I'm so excited. I really, really like, specifically like ancient Greek and Roman period pieces. Love them. So I'm really, really excited. And I'm going to take my littlest daughter's blanket to work on. She doesn't want to go because she doesn't like war and violence and stuff, which is totally cool. Absolutely. So I'm going to take her blanket. But this is all the yarn that I have left of the skein that's attached. And a few weeks ago, I went through my acrylic stash, and this is all that I had left of blues, purples, and pinks. As you can see, there's no purple in there. And I was like, I don't want to not have purple in there because I'm trying to have a pretty balanced amount of colors in the blanket. And then I was like, I guess I have to buy a skein of purple, but I really didn't want to do that either. So we were going to the beach with my sister, and I texted her. And she brought me these. How fun are they? So I think I am going to use this next. I'm going to take it with me to the movie. Yeah. And then I think I'm going to, because this isn't like a full skein. Do I think I'm really going to go through this in one movie sitting? No. But what if I do? So I think I'm going to take this as well, because that is so fun. Or should I save it for closer to the end? Oh, I should save it to closer to the end of the blanket when the rows aren't so big, so it'll be a bigger chunk. I just like it. It's so fun. Maybe I'll take sparkle pink. Ooh, sparkle pink feels thin. Okay, I'm going to have to wind this so I can work from the inside and the outside of the ball. I think, yeah. Can you see how much thinner it is? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to wind this one too, just so it's easy to work from. Well, I guess I have jobs before the movie. It was a good call to wind all that yarn because look how far I got during the movie. Hello, sunshines. Today is Friday the 31st of July, right?
Yes, and also the last day.
It's the last day of July. I haven't been here very much this month chatting with you. Mostly because I've been focusing on like my challenges, right? So Tour de Fleece happened. I've been working on my summer sock basket challenge, and I've been working on my 100 days project, and like that's pretty much it. So there hasn't been a ton of like stuff to chat about. I mean, I have been reading a ton, but I'm going to do a different, like a separate video for what I read this month because it's been a lot. But at the end of this video, we went on a trip last weekend, and so I'm gonna have some pictures and stuff at the trip at the end of this video. And today my little nugget and I are going to go see
Hadestown.
Yes, so it is a musical that was filmed on stage, and I'm really excited. So we're at the movie theater, not at a theater. And do you remember who the story is about?
Yes. Ugh, dang it, I keep forgetting the second one, but one of them is Hades and Persephone, and something me and Mama have in common is that we both took musical theater related classes.
That is true. And the other couple is Orpheus and Eurydice. So I'm really excited about it. I don't actually know anything about the musical other than it is very jazzy, and it's about Greek mythology, and I love Greek mythology, so I'm super excited. And we're going today because my Nuggets musical theater teacher posted something in their like school group chat thing about the kiddos should go see it, and I was like, oh, I want to see that. I've been wanting to see it all week, and I've just been like, I don't know, I don't want to go by myself. And then Nugget was like, oh, what about this? And I was like, oh, let's go. So it's very exciting. So we'll see you after the movie with what we think. Hey sunshines, editing Heather back again to close out this video because I in fact did not come back to tell you what I thought about Hadestown. I in fact was really bad about coming back to talk about things. So Hadestown was really good. Odyssey I thought was really good. I felt like there were parts, that could have been confusing for people not familiar with the story, which was a justified opinion because my boyfriend was not familiar with the story. I mean, a little bit, but not really. And there were some things that he didn't understand because the context was not super clear. But I really liked that. I have not yet finished the Mantis. I haven't. So my boyfriend cut there. You make a skeleton for it basically. So my boyfriend cut the wire for it, and we've wrapped the wire. I just need to start crocheting it together, and I haven't felt like that, but I do have a plan for that. My boyfriend is like, what's going on with this? What are you doing with this? He asked me this today. And I was like, just need to work on it. And he was like, okay, so what can I do to help you finish this project? Which felt really nice because like he can't actually do anything else. Like I have to crochet it. Excuse me, but you know, he gave me my accountability buddy for that. I'm sorry, it's hot. Also it's late. What else? To see the finished socks, you'll have to check in with my sock update, summer sock basket update that'll be at the end of August. And yeah, I think those are the major things. Oh, my spinning did amazing on, but you can see that in the July whip parade. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I know it was kind of choppy, so if anything was unclear, just ask. Hit the like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more of this, do all the engagement things, you know. And I will talk to you again so soon, for real this time, because I have a video. I have 2 videos that I need to record. Maybe tonight while I'm not sleeping, but I should try to get to bed soon because it is the middle of the night. And it's not very far until I have to go back to school. So I should get back on a normal-ish sleep schedule. All right. Bye, friends.